Back Row Ministry, the World Premiere, Mr. Money, coming live and direct. Happy Monday morning, everybody. Back on the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh. Last days of Trump. We're going to hit some last days of Trump news this week as things continue to unravel with Mr. You're Fired. That said that he would fire a lot of people. And that's pretty much a mocking of The Apprentice. If you watch The Apprentice show, you know, he fired half the cast in The Apprentice. I think me and my man had a wager, one of my boys, how quick it would take him to fire someone in the cabinet. Of course, I won that wager. I said it would be less than a year. He didn't let me down. So it's The Apprentice, You're Fired movement going on in the White House with Trump pretty much firing everybody. As one of the big scripts in the Trump story, we got the porno stars, the president who doesn't care about his wife, porno humper, Melania just, there. But, I don't feel sorry for her because this is what she wanted. So, don't feel sorry for Melania. Melania is old school Russian hierarchy. She's a member of the elite Russian family who had to marry into the Trumps for this moment in time. Melania is going to be all right. She's going to explode on the scene. Watch the Trump family, after their father departs, become even more powerful. And Melania will be at the head of that, even though she can't speak a lick of English. However, the lady can speak about 8, 9 other languages that are just important. So keep your eye on that. Also, Attorney Talk. I got put out a couple of videos about Attorney Talk. Haven't watched the tournament. Most of my news I catch on Yahoo. I'll see just a story. I like to do more reading than anything. I listen to the radio a lot when it comes to the news. I really don't like to watch it a lot. So I like to listen to what's being said, and that's how I kind of, hear certain things, or I like to visually see them. That's how I see certain things, utilizing Yahoo, MSNBC. But I try not to watch CNN or MSNBC too much anymore. It's just something that I don't do. So keep your eyes open for Trump Talk throughout the week. I guess her job gonna run away if she don't get that. Don't drive yourself crazy for a job. At the end of the day, if you die, the job will keep going, but your family's gonna have to deal with what happens to you. Alright, so tournament talk, the upsets continue. We talked about this in a video I dropped I think Saturday about the upsets continue, and they will continue. Las Vegas is pretty much making money the only way they know how to in this tournament, and that's by knocking off the big seeds. Like I say, a lot of people are not watching the tournament. A lot of my friends are not tuning in because it's not about the players anymore. At this point, we don't even know what the tournament's about. So they had to kind of set a theme for the tournament. They first tried the NCAA sanctions script to get people to tune in. That really didn't work. So now they got the upset script to get people to tune in, which means a lot of schools have to point shave and sell out. A lot of schools are told you got to lose. We had Xavier losing, North Carolina, who I thought they were going to let survive, losing. Ohio State got wiped. They played Gonzaga. Gonzaga usually makes it to the Final Four. Somebody had threw out Ohio State, so I kind of threw that on the list. Gonzaga, another good team who always makes it deep, but Gonzaga never really goes anywhere. So let's watch Gonzaga to possibly get the opportunity to actually win something this year. But I don't know how the script will go. They're a Mormon school. I don't know how, the NCAA feels about a Mormon champion yet. Not saying anything against the Mormons, but, that's just, who do we put the title on? It's all just like in wrestling. Can this person hold the title? So we'll watch Gonzaga. Who else got wiped out of my list? I had Ohio State. I know they got wiped. North Carolina got wiped. Florida got wiped. And I thought Florida would be somewhere in the narrative, but Florida got wiped. So Florida got wiped out. They're kind of they were wiped out of my narrative. So let's take a look at Loyola. And I'm not, Loyola could win, who knows. I got to check some more scores. But Loyola could win. Loyola has won a title before. They won the NCAA title in 1963 under the script of racial overtone. And they actually played Mississippi State. And it was a race game. Loyola was one of the first teams to start 4 starters in a championship run. So Loyola actually won the tournament in 1963. They would lose in 85, however, and this is key when you're watching Loyola, they made it to the Sweet 16. If Loyola makes it to the Final Four, they haven't done that in 33 years, so that will end that drought. If they don't, we got the number 34 that pops up, and I've been seeing that number a lot. But if they make it to the Elite 8, watch Villanova. Watch Villanova. Watch Villanova. That year, 1985, it was Villanova. That year that Villanova played Georgetown in that classic game when Villanova stormed back in the second half to beat Georgetown. So let's watch Villanova if Loyola makes it to the Elite 8. That was the same year in 85 where Villanova happened to win. So wouldn't be strange to see Villanova win it twice. Remember, Villanova is in Philadelphia. We had the Philadelphia Eagles win. Nothing be better than icing on the cake than Villanova winning. And plus, you got to watch the Dukies. You know, they always want to make Krzyzewski the great one. So let's watch Duke, see how far they allow Duke to go. Right now, Duke is pretty much the survivor. Duke and Villanova. Duke, Villanova, and Gonzaga are the teams that are still around right now. And everybody else, you know, really wasn't slated to do anything. All the number ones pretty much are getting wiped out. So there's not much left as far as number ones. So let's watch Villanova and watch Duke. Watch Villanova and the Dukies. And really Villanova, I believe I'll watch Loyola to see how far they get. If Loyola gets to that Elite 8, then there's a good chance we can see Villanova possibly get to the Final Four or even the national championship this year. And Duke always is going to be in the picture. They're not going to wipe, especially this year, they're not going to wipe Krzyzewski off because they got to get some way for people to watch the tournament. And, you know, Krzyzewski, possibility of getting beat is always, you know, big news. So they're definitely going to ride Krzyzewski as far as they can and do until, you know, they got to get paid. But Las Vegas is making money, so please, this tournament, I hope you're not doing a lot of betting unless you know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, just don't even bother. If you don't know, you know, how they weighs the outcome. He had somebody coming back from 22 down. I think it was Nevada came back from 22 points down. So, you know, just be careful when you're betting money, you know, on the brackets and bracket bustering. You know, last year kind of was easy to pick if you rolled with North Carolina. The bathroom bill was on the table last year, so that's why a lot of us roll with North Carolina. I always say kind of watch what's going on. This year I was watching the gun debate with Florida. That's why I kind of thought Florida would kind of have an opportunity. We still got North Carolina school in that Duke, but okay, what's the undertone really? What is this upset code? This is an upset code. So, you know, watch for news that might, you know, tend to put in some of these teams or tend to be in states where some of these teams are, especially down the stretch. You should start seeing news that has something to do with one of these teams. Remember West Virginia was in the news with the teacher strike, and what's the best way to pacify folks is give them a national championship, and the people think about the sports more than they think about the teachers. So watch that theme too. So a lot of things in attorney, a lot of things going on in the world, especially in the Trump presidency coming to an end. And don't get your blood pressure up about Trump. I see people, man, in the world, and man, with this Trump in office, and man, the world's so bad with Trump. The world was fucked up before Trump even got there. When Barack Obama was in office, the world was fucked up when he was in office. Y'all just weren't paying attention. Barack was fucking up all sorts of shit, killing all sorts of people, getting on stage, mocking people, singing Amazing Grace after his sanctioned assassinations. So, you know, don't give me this one man destroys a country, because, as I always say, the elite control the world. No president has any control. The president is just a mouthpiece. You sit him up there, you get him to say what you want him to say, and that's it. He's there to divide the people and keep you pretty much under the smoke screen. The true power, like we talk about, is the elite of the world. They control the world. Donald Trump ain't got no control over this world. None whatsoever. He's a stoolie just like us. He's playing a part. They gave him an ultimate role, which is to be the president. He's doing his best to jack up America, and he's doing a good job because, people paying him attention. But at the end of the day, we're going to get Pence, and we'll get a female president, and they'll lead us into World War III. That's where we hit it. So get ready. Mr. Motley, Back Row Ministry. Sorry to sound that way, but it's the reality. Peace.